action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Off-play action. Cummings. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Caught by Montgomery. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Into the hands of London. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Herbert now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. To convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Could be 4th down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Davis-Price will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless. And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. To throw on third down. Cummings. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side. There's London. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Off the play fake. Cummings. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And it's a room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 36, Herbert buying time to his left. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off-play action. Cummings. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Slot man moves right. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Off the play fake, Cummings. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw on second down. Cummings, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Herbert. He's got Allen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they will run it with Davis Price.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Davis Price. Touchdown, Baltimore. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on 3rd down.
Herbert gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Cummings. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Davis Price gets this one out of the gun.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Herbert.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it on the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Cummings.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, and they'll take it from there.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Throwing, Herbert.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Herbert going to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Herbert.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Herbert.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So with that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. That's it, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. CGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me.